Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UTEP's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Snagged out of the air. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Miners line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So the Florida Gators offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And the Miners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. There he goes. The ball scores free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you could see it there, and he cuffed it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to... make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he can go. He's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot really nice.
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Off play action. The throw. Got him downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Moulton. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fans.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got the quick completion. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Miners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Reads it, fires complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Utah. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Inside the 40. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Boyd. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Looking for room at the 25. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Smith dropping to pass. Working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
He might want another play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Barnes. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways, this Bahamas Bowl has lived up to expectations. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Bahamas Bowl.
The Miners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Gators have it with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
He'll keep it himself. And the ball squirted out.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Utah. Fired in for... Zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped or no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Miners! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The extra point here would tie the game. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this one. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Might be changing the route. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got dripped.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the counter. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here in a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, UTEP! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And there's an example in a 2-minute situation trying to win this game. You can still run the football and generate explosive plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thompson. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Gator! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith wants to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. The ball falls incomplete.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Rushes on him. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on second and 10. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to...